Imagine this for a moment. You lose someone you deeply love, or face the biggest shock of your life. Hours later, you collapse, clutching your chest. Doctors rush you in, thinking you're having a massive heart attack. But when they test you, your arteries are clean. So, what happened? Your heart literally broke from stress. Right now, doctors estimate that millions of people worldwide are at risk of this condition known as broken heart syndrome. It looks just like a heart attack. It feels just like a heart attack. But it isn't caused by clogged arteries. Instead, it's caused by your emotions. And here's why you can't skip this video. Seniors, if you're over 50, this could happen to you. And young people, don't relax, because stress doesn't wait for old age. What I'm about to reveal could save your life, or the life of someone you love. In this video, we'll explore what broken heart syndrome really is, the shocking science of how stress poisons your heart, real-life stories of patients who survived it, the 3 deadly signs you must not ignore, and powerful ways to protect your heart from emotional stress. Every few minutes, I'll share something most people don't know. So stay with me, because the next point might be the one that saves you. Broken heart syndrome, or Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, was first officially described in Japan in 1990. The name Takotsubo comes from a traditional Japanese pot used to trap octopus, because when this syndrome hits, the left ventricle of the heart balloons out into the same strange shape. It usually appears after severe emotional or physical stress, the death of a loved one, divorce or heartbreak, a sudden accident or injury, even extreme joy. Yes, too much happiness can also trigger it. Doctors estimate that 1 to 2% of all patients who are admitted with what looks like a heart attack actually have broken heart syndrome instead. But here's the chilling part. Research shows that 90% of cases occur in women over 50. Seniors, that means you are the most vulnerable group. So how does stress become deadly? When you face trauma or shock, your body releases a storm of hormones, especially adrenaline and noradrenaline. In small amounts, these hormones are helpful. They give you energy to fight or escape danger. But in extreme amounts, they become toxic. They literally stun the heart muscle, causing the left ventricle to weaken. Blood flow decreases, oxygen drops, and your heart struggles to pump. Research from the Mayo Clinic and Harvard Medical School shows that these hormones can also cause your coronary arteries to spasm, further reducing blood flow. The result? Symptoms that look exactly like a heart attack. Chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat. But unlike a heart attack, the arteries aren't blocked. The heart muscle itself is temporarily damaged by stress. To show you how real this is, let me share a true case. In 2011, a woman in her 60s lost her home in a natural disaster. Within a day, she collapsed with severe chest pain. Doctors were sure she was having a massive heart attack. But when they performed an angiogram, her arteries were completely clear. Instead, her heart had ballooned into the shape of a Takotsubo. Another case. A man in his early 50s, perfectly healthy, experienced broken heart syndrome after a car accident that injured his son. His body couldn't handle the shock. These cases prove one thing. This condition doesn't just exist in textbooks. It's happening to ordinary people around the world. Now let's talk about the signs you must watch out for. Feels exactly like a heart attack. Often happens right after an emotional or shocking event. Even if you were perfectly fine before, suddenly you can't catch your breath. Your heart may beat too fast or too slow, leaving you weak and lightheaded. The challenge? These symptoms mimic a heart attack. That's why every patient with chest pain should go to the hospital immediately. Only advanced tests can tell the difference. Remember, ignoring these signs could cost your life. Studies show that 90% of patients are women, mostly over the age of 50. Why? After menopause, estrogen levels drop, and estrogen normally protects the heart from the toxic effects of stress hormones. But men are not safe either. Severe trauma, like accidents, financial collapse, or sudden shock, can trigger it in younger men too. In fact, research in the journal Circulation found that people with anxiety, depression, or a history of emotional trauma are at much higher risk. Most patients survive, but make no mistake, this condition can be deadly. Around 1 in 20 patients die during the acute episode, and many require intensive care, just like heart attack patients. Even if you survive, the damage can weaken your heart for weeks or months, and in some cases, it comes back again after another stressful event. So, what can you do to protect yourself? Doctors recommend stress management, meditation, prayer, breathing exercises, or yoga. Regular exercise. Walking or light physical activity strengthens the heart. Talk about your stress. Don't keep emotions bottled inside. Check your heart regularly. If you're over 50, get regular checkups. Seek immediate help. If you feel chest pain after stress, don't assume it's nothing. Your heart is not just a pump. It listens to your emotions, and when stress hits too hard, it can literally break. So, seniors, take this seriously. And younger viewers, remember, stress does not wait for old age. Protect your heart today, because once it breaks, it may never recover the same way again.